Degree of comparison are divided into regular and irregular one. And also, they are divided into one syllable and more than one syllable. Let's see one syllable one first. The positive tall, long, they are all carry one syllable. For the positive tall, comparative become taller, superlative become taller. For the positive long, the comparative become longer, and superlative become longest. Now for the two syllables or more. Beautiful or positive one. Comparative become more beautiful than. Superlative become most beautiful of it. Positive careful. Comparative become more careful. Superlative become most careful of it. The irregular comparisons. The positive one good, comparative become better, superlative become best. There's a change of middle vowel. Easy, easier, easiest. Difficult, more difficult, most difficult. Badly, more badly, most badly. Fast, faster, faster. Sweet, sweetly, more sweetly, most sweetly. There are three comparisons here. You may use as and as, not as and as, so as and as. This is called the positive degree with the pattern. She is as hardworking as her brother. I'm not as tall as she is. You can't run as fast as horse, can't you? They are not so stupid as you think. He can't swim so well as he used to. To compare two unequal things, use the comparative degree with them. Let's see. An ant can carry a load heavier than the ant itself. My bird can sing more sweetly than yours. This camera costs less than that one. My mom was more shocked than my father. So we compare the ant and the ant itself. The second one, we compare my bird and your bird. And the third one, we compare this camera and that camera. And the fourth one, we compare mom to father. That's why we use the comparative degree, ER or more plus that. We also use the comparative to show the difference between one thing and a collection of things. So one thing compared to a collection, to a group of things. The watch is cheaper than all others. One watch compared to all the other watches. The toy is more attractive than the rest of the group of the toys. He goes to school earlier than all his brothers. Billy is younger than the rest of his friends. So Billy is one human compared to all his friends, more than one human, a group of humans or a group of friends. So one object can be compared to a group of things by using the comparative form. More about the comparison. The word then can be left out when the comparison between the object is understood. We know which object that we are compared about, or which two objects that we are comparing about. He has been offered a better job elsewhere. Should be a better job than his job now. The mango will turn yellow when it is riper than, okay, but they omitted then. The rain is getting heavier now. It means now is heavier than yesterday one, but they don't make it a very complete because both things that we compare, we both understood already. After a month's practice, he was able to jump higher. When we compare three or more things, try to use the superlative. The pattern is or are there, of, there, in. Mary is the cleverest of four sisters. This is the tallest building in the city. The person who can run the fastest will win the prize. The farther I can throw is beyond the fence. So one thing compared to three or more than that. And superlative show the best one, the most quality. There are two prepositions that are used with the superlative. They are of and in. More about comparison. In certain cases, We use instead of the with the superlative. This is usually the most unkind thing to say. We can replace the article the with the article because this is a most unkind thing to say. She bought a most fanciful hat in town today. They had a most interesting conversation. A most extraordinary things happened to him.